is poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl DOPEaxxPANA, and guys, these boho braids that I'm about to show you guys ate down so bad that I literally edited this tutorial on the exact same day. I was like, I can't even wait for these. Today, this video is sponsored by YGWIGS. I absolutely love working with this company, and at this point, I'm literally the boho queen, y'all. I have tried every texture and literally every color, but today I'm going to be using their body wave boho 100% human hair, and this is in the color 427 and 30, so it's definitely giving like a Beyonce blonde blend. And I knew once I seen these bundles that Jada would be the perfect model for this because her natural hair is a sandy brown color, and I just knew that these were going to eat down. So look how nice and full one of these bundles are. Each bundle is 100 grams. And I'm going to be using all 3 packs today to complete this look. First, I'm going to start out by combing out any filler hairs. And when you have double drawn hair or just any high quality human hair, you really don't have a lot of filler hair. So you guys can see that there's not much coming out. And that is my absolute favorite thing ever. I literally hate when I use beauty supply hair and half the pack is filler hair. But this hair here is going to be full from the root to the tip. And so I'm going to start out by pulling my pieces and prepping. Prepping for boho is literally the most important thing. Otherwise, you will be there all day and all night. So I always try to prep before my client arrives, and I just separate out my pieces on the tray. Now you guys can see the colors come together, but they're not necessarily blended together. So you want to make sure when you're pulling those pieces, you pull it in a way where you can kind of blend those colors together. This is the braiding hair blend. I mixed a 427 and 613, and I didn't like super blend it, but guys, this blend is good enough. And it's perfect. It's going to actually match those boho pieces perfectly. So we all know that I always start at the nape of the neck, and I'm just going to show you guys how I build in those pieces. I always talk about not packing too much of the boho hair at the nape of the neck just because it's prone to tangling in that area. So I am going to go lighter on the boho pieces in these first couple rows, and then we're really going to stack it up at the top. So for these bottom 2 rows, I put about 5 pieces in each braid, and I'm going to space them about 2 inches apart. And it was really interesting working with the body wave texture. It's not something that I typically do. So I love to see it forming. I be getting nervous, but sometimes I complete that bottom row and I look at it and I just know I'm like, oh yeah, these is finna eat down. I also did not braid the boho hair into the ends. Number one, I knew that my client wanted her braids on the longer side, and so I wanted to make sure I had enough hair. But y'all, look at that first row. I already knew that it was gonna hit, and I saved the ends of the braids for last because I wanted to make sure I had enough boho hair, number one. And yeah, like I was like, we're just gonna try and see if this look eats down without it. So as I work my way up, I'll be adding more boho pieces, obviously because the braids will be a little bit longer. But yeah, oh my god, y'all, this color combo, let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. So YGWIGS has easily become one of my favorite companies to work with. I love the variety of textures that they offer, fast shipping, great customer service. And honestly guys, if you are doing any full boho style, I literally reiterate this in any video, you need a high quality human hair because boho will be your worst enemy real quick. And a lot of people talk about the maintenance of boho, and when I look at the hair that they're using, I'm like, oh girl, like yeah, you gotta set the quality up. You want boho hair that's literally giving luxurious bundles, and this is it. And also, if you guys are braiders who are using boho hair often, number one, you save money because obviously they offer bundle deals. Quality is better, and you are getting more bang for your buck, guys. You get a lot more hair in one of these bundles than you would in like a single pack of boho human hair that you would get at the beauty supply. So this was my second time working with a body wave texture for boho braids, and because I hadn't like worked with it before, it was tricky knowing how many pieces to add and how much I would need to leave over to do the ends. Like I said, I used all 3 bundles in total, and I didn't end up braiding the boho hair into the ends. If I could go back and do this style again, I would definitely make these shorter so that I have enough hair to braid into those ends. But I was really packing that boho hair in, y'all. So as I'm working my way to the top, I'm doing about 8 to 9, maybe even 10 pieces per braid. When I get to that very last row at the top, I'm gonna kind of use the Bora Bora method where I'm adding a piece of boho hair to the left and the right side just to add some fullness at the top of my client's head. So that's the only thing that I do different when I'm working on those top sections. Now these turned out so fire, but I'm trying to decide if I love doing the body wave boho braids, only because the whole dipping process is super tricky. Obviously this hair can't be submerged in hot water because it's really going to loosen the curl that's already barely there. So you have to be very, very smart about how you dip these, and I would even say to not dip them if you can braid that human hair into the ends. If I could do that, I definitely would not have dipped these braids, but because those ends were going to be loose, I just added my last piece super close to the bottom, as you can see here, and then I kind of dipped those ends that were left over. When I first started doing boho braids, I used to not dip them, and I didn't like how stiff they were, so I started finding different ways to dip them. And yeah, there's definitely a way to dip these that I'm going to show you guys at the end. You just have to make sure you clip those ends up and you'll be good to go. So here I'm just adding a couple finishing touches and obviously doing her edges. We didn't leave out any sideburn edges because I hate that, y'all. Like, anytime I could talk my clients out of those, I do. But we did want to leave her a little bit of something to work with because, you know, all the hot girls got edges. But you guys can see how beautiful this color combo is against her skin. And for my clients who have like the color 4 hair or like this sandy brown hair, this color combo is perfect for you. And this color combo is just perfect for summer, period. So I'm showing you guys the dipping process. As you guys can see, I clipped all of that boho hair up and I'm just dipping the ends. I then go in and kind of like razor off any like excess like scraggly hair, and then I pulled everything back. I took a wide toothbrush, so this is actually the unbrush, and I'm gonna just brush those curls down. And guys, this is the finished look. It literally turned out so fire. I absolutely love them. If you add enough boho hair to the ends of the braids, you can barely see the ends, but I would say I do wish that I had enough of that boho hair to braid into the ends. But y'all, Jada is literally rocking this style. Let me know if you guys love it in the comment section down below. Drop brown hearts if you guys are feeling the color combo. As always, shout out to YGWIGS. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. I'll make sure I leave all the details in the description section for you guys, and as always, I will catch you guys in my next video.